Men follow their desires, women fulfill their obligations. Founder of Moms Demand Action wants to flip that script. Last month, Shannon Watts published her new book, Fired Up. She wanted to help other women come alive the way she did in rapid succession. She left behind corporate communications, her first marriage, and stay-at-home motherhood to start what became the largest woman-led non-profit in the US. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there. Did you hear all that? She left her job, she left her marriage, she left stay-at-home motherhood as well, which means, I'm assuming she had kids. But the main takeaway is that she left a paying job to go do something that's not gonna pay. By the way, what about the husband? What about the first husband you left? Do you really think it's a man's desire to take out a mortgage on a house? Yeah, do you think it's a man's desire to take out a mortgage on a house, live paycheck to paycheck trying to pay off the mortgage, also taking care of the wife and kids financially? Do you think that's something the man desires to do? No, it's an obligation. It's something he has to do because it's beneficial for the family. I was in a career I didn't love, and when I started Moms Demand Action, it felt very much like alchemy, like magic. I watched thousands of other women have the same experience. What I realized was we transformed the issue of gun safety, but the issue also transformed us. She needed that push. She knew she didn't want to sell companies widgets anymore, but she also didn't know what she did want. Men are socialized to follow their desires. Women are taught to fulfill their obligations. Her new book is an effort to flip that dynamic and prompt women to instead ask themselves, what do I want? What she doesn't want now is to help women find their purpose. There is no one purpose, Watts argues. You can spend a lot of time trying to find out what that one true purpose is an overlooked fulfillment. Case in point. Watts is living in Florida now, and after helping thousands of candidates, she doesn't say no to running for office herself. So what? Was that all just a PR stunt? A giant gamble for you to run for office? I mean, to be honest, it wasn't even that big of a gamble. We live in a world where we want to encourage women to do like non-traditional things. Because honestly, there's no even arguing about it. Having a child and starting a family and like having a marriage is like, that's literally the number one most important thing a woman could do. There's no arguing about it. It's fucking settled. It's done. So what happened to the kid from the first marriage? Did the father remarry? Is he hiring a nanny to take care of the kid? You see, there's the thing. I don't know anything about this husband from the first marriage. Does he make a lot of money? Is he not making enough money? Is he stuck with a house that he can't afford? Does he have to sell it? Did he already sell it? I don't know any of these things, but apparently that's not important to this woman. And again, you left this guy high and dry to start a non-profit, and non-profits, well, guess what? They're non-profits. They don't make any money. So how do you survive? You survive on donations. What is the greatest nation on earth? Donation. So yeah, let's just say, you know, this is George Soros's plan. This is the left's plan to separate men and women, okay? Have no more children. Women work as hard as men do, okay? We're equal, okay? That's fine. Okay, so let's just say this. You get big Democrat donor money, okay? And you just let the cat out of the bag, or this fucking writer of the article let it out of the bag, that you're not completely shut off of the idea for running for public office. So you're not completely shut off from the idea of public office. You have a lot of Democrat donor money going to a non-profit. What is going on here? What could be possibly going on here? What could happen? Where could you get the money to run for public office? I don't know. Literally, everybody has obligations. Everybody. I have obligations. See that? Right across the street? I live in that apartment complex. And I have to pay $2,300 a month to live in that 1-bedroom apartment with my 95-year-old aunt. Again, I'm not going to have to be paying much well, I don't know how much longer I'm going to have to be paying, because Auntie, my 95-year-old aunt, is going into a nursing home. Oh yeah. Boom. So she's going to a nursing home up in Haverhill, which means I will be living there in the apartment by myself until somebody else moves in. So I'll have to be paying rent for indefinitely. Everybody has obligations. Everybody has to do something they don't like. Yeah, speaking of speaking of doing things that you don't like, Veronica Rodriguez, you still owe me $2,100 for the laptop that you fucking broke. What's going on? You literally were running your mouth. You were running your mouth so fucking much. You were in that room over there, okay? This is a while ago. This was back in 9 Royal Crest Drive. Nashua, New Hampshire. Guess what happened? She was running her mouth, talking all this kind of shit to her boyfriend, which is my brother, and she was talking shit to me too. And guess what? I had enough, so I said something, and then she fucking lost her shit, and then she destroyed my laptop. She fucking destroyed it. You owe me $2,100. I'm not going to say women belong in the kitchen. I'm not that type of guy. But I will agree with Mark Dice. Women do not belong in public office. It's just, women do not belong in public office because, honestly, it's just like, you have to deal with so much. You have to deal with so many people. And sometimes, I don't know, women think with too much emotion and they don't think logically. I don't know. It's just that, and you know what? Okay, fine. I'll even take that back about the not thinking, with common sense. I'll take that back, all right? But I will say this. When it comes to women in public office, they will use funds, public funds, like their own money to like go on vacations, get their hair did. They do a whole bunch of shit with money that isn't even theirs. But the point is, first and foremost, women are supposed to be mothers. Women are supposed to be wives. I mean, let's be honest. Do we even need a non-profit for women to wake up and realize, oh, hey, I can be more than just a stay-at-home mom? I mean, literally, every single day, we are bombarded with ads about how men and women are equal. We're bombarded with videos about how men are sexist and women can do the same amount of work men can. I mean, again, we're bombarded with that shit constantly. So what is this non-profit gonna do? What is this book gonna do? What is any of this crap gonna do, really? The bottom line is, this woman, and you know what? I don't even remember her name, but it doesn't matter. This woman decided to leave her husband, leave that marriage, leave her kid or kids, I don't know, to start a non-profit to encourage women to not be stay-at-home moms. I guarantee you, if you do a Google search of men and women are equal, you're going to find a plethora of articles explaining that, oh, women can do anything men can do, and even better sometimes. So if I didn't know any better, I'd say this was all just some sort of scheme to get your way into possibly running for public office. You got a slush fund with you. You have all that donor money for the non-profit. So good luck, I guess. I mean, I'm all for equality, but why do any of this?